Hello and welcome back to Disco Elysium. The story has really been starting to go quickly here. Like, really quickly. We now have somebody who knew the murder victim before they died. The reasons why the Hardy Boys killed the murder victim turn out to not be true. I mean, it's getting extremely in there. And it's all main story right now. I mean, we have some side quests we could do, but none of them are like main side quests. They're all like... But you know what I mean by that. Like, none of them are like, someone's given us this quest to do. If we go and have a look at these things we have left, we have like, buy some trousers from Kuno. Talk to Joyce. That's main quest. That's main quest now. Track down your badge. Who knows? That's probably in the car. The pissing competition. I have no idea. Apparently I need to ask Kim about this after the initial inspection of the dead body is done. You know what? Let's ask him about that. Hey, Kim.
Yes?
I can't do that. Oh, right, there we go. Now we've inspected the scene. I want to know more about this pissing competition you mentioned. What is there to say? It's just stupidity. What kind of stupidity? The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or part of the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine. As if it's as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the union make a mockery of law enforcement here. Now it's come to its natural conclusion. Ah, so this is a struggle over who runs Martinez? Oh well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. An orphan district, in other words. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite a brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off, but he leans in. I assure you I'm not their finest or toughest or with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition. So you volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness, on the contrary. So you volunteered to spoil it? Yes, I'm an unrepentant spoil sport. Lieutenant appears pleased with this. What's special about Martinez? Martinez, nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist. Wonder what this says about me. That I was sent by my station. Raises an eyebrow. Think it best to let you make the next move. Well. There can only be one conclusion. I'm the finest, a case-solving machine sent to outperform you in every way possible. Imaginable. A good joke. He does not actually think it was a good joke. A joke, of course. Rest assured, I have no intention to compete with you. It's good that we set this thing aside. Was there anything else you wanted to ask about the competition? If not, we should move. Well, enough of the competition then. Tell me something else. Ah! So we can do logic for why they sent me. Sorry, cop. Sylvie suicide jokes. Roy mentioned suicide. Oh, is it because we were going to kill ourselves if we didn't come here? That's not a great one, but, you know, that's kind of what that's hinting at. Let's see if we have any logic stuff. I think we're already wearing the logic stuff, but... Hey, see, I can get glasses that give me logic, so... Might as well stick those on. Which will give us, like, pretty much max logic here. Yep. Hey, Kim.
Yes?
97, let's go. Look at you. It's because you're a failure. They sent you to slight Precinct 57. What? No, that can't be right. Just think about it for a second. You're a raging alcoholic who showed up 3 days late wearing piss-stained disco garb. You weren't sent here to win. Kim, what if my precinct sent me on this case because I'm a fuck-up? Like, as a joke? I've considered it. His voice is somber. But it's not true, right? I don't think I can say one way or another. I do think it's somewhat unlikely, though. Why is that? I checked the records. This jurisdiction dispute who places Martinez reaches back to the 30s. It's as old as my station. And in all this time we can't decide who gets Martinez. I think yes, both stations would prefer a win. Do you really see me as a safe bet? Safe? No, but you're old. You've made it this far. Something brought you through. We've only just started working together. I don't know what it is yet, but it's there. So no, I don't think they sent you as a joke. Even if they did, they are in for a surprise. Kim, you're always one for self-confidence. Or not self-confidence, for raising my confidence. I love it. Alright. Well, we need to speak to Titus again. And say, you were lying to us a little bit. Right. Hello.
It's you again. What is it?
Clachier says she wasn't raped.
Fuck.
The big man's eyes and veins bulge. I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted. Vow the record. She steps in forcefully. Titus already did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz.
He turns back to you.
He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea.
And she's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down. She doesn't fucking trust you.
Oh yeah, she's crazy, you know.
The fat-faced man says carefully.
A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up.
This is a diversion. Stay on track. Cut the bullshit. She told me the truth.
Lawman,
he says through clenched teeth.
I am at my end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her. And you went and pushed her.
Something breaks in him. Takes a step closer and says,
I am going to fucking...
Titus Ardy. Her voice rings through the room like a warning shot. Everett personally sent me here to take care of this. If this goes south, well, I'll be in shit, but you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried. Am I understood? When she's angry, she emphasizes the S. It gives her voice a strangely hypnotic quality. Her lips barely move as she speaks. Frankly, it's a bit terrifying. Someone has to rush in to break the tension, the second in command. Look, Copper. The tattooed man snaps his fingers to get your attention. We know the dead fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape. Show it to him, T. He turns to Titus, who's breathing heavily. What's the harm, right?
Here, jerkwad.
He slams an audio tape on the table.
Listen to this shit, and then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
This is our last play, this tape. The story's in tatters, a mess. It might be nice to listen to, but at this point you don't need it. Why do I need this tape? You lied to me.
You don't care about evidence? His eyes twitch. The fuck you a cop for, then?
Pigs, T. They don't care about getting the truth. They care about getting convictions. They're fucking keeping score on their bulletin boards.
I won't be on your bulletin board. If you don't listen to the tape, we got nothing to talk about.
There's a lot of questions. If you ask them now, they'll just keep bringing up the tape. Listen to it and they'll have nothing to hide. What's on this tape?
What's on it? We'll call it the Door Gunner Mega Mix. You know why once you listen to it.
Where did you get this tape?
You think we'll go into this shit deaf and dumb? You RCMs aren't the only ones who know how to bug people. There's no university degree for that.
So you bugged them? How?
We have machines, he nods. We're in logistics. How do you think a harbor works? It's advanced stuff.
Understood. You've listened in on their communications. He takes a little note. How long?
Since way before their chief started taking swing lessons.
Things got nice and quiet after that. Which one of you is doing this advanced radio work then?
It's not advanced, the everyman wheezes. You're just holed up in a coop all day. Writing down what they say. You're hot as hell in there.
Don't put yourself down, Angus. It's important work. The chief picks his beer back up to offer a silent toast.
Yeah, man, you're like a radio genius or something. Those notes are in some in-depth stuff, indexes and shit.
Where can I listen to this?
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
Lieutenant whispers. Where can I listen to this? He mocks you.
Why don't you try shoving it up your ass, genius? Yeah, play it with your ass, cocksucker.
His voice echoes like thunder in the small room.
I'm sure we can find a tape player. It's not a problem.
He repeats calmly in a hushed voice. Your room had one. Or maybe it's too broken. That's enough for now. I'll get back to the investigation.
Don't forget your tape, lawman.
He pushes a little tape towards you with his giant hand.
Compliments of Titus Hardy.
Fine, I'll listen to it.
Oh, you do that,
he says, adjusting his belt buckle.
Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday.
Alright, see ya. So, we now have the Door Gunner Megamix. Cool. We can interact with it. You stare at the great Door Gunner Megamix. If only you had a boombox, you'd be able to play Titus's tape. The tape feels ominous. Upon it, the dead speak. Respect the tape. The magnetic tape acquired from Titus Hardy. It supposedly holds a recording of the mercenary task force radio communications recorded via a decryption station. Not a good omen. Requires a boombox to play. Well, we know where there's a boombox. Do we go there first? Or do we speak to Joyce? That's a tough one. I think we go there first. Yeah. Do we have enough money? If I take the free room, we probably have enough money. I don't know. It might be 20, which is the cost of a room. It might be a decision. You have to choose whether you take the room or not. Right. I like your boombox. I want to buy that boombox. Wait, can I just play... wait. Can I get a discount on this boombox? A police discount?
A discount? I do have to keep the lights on, man. It's 12 real.
Remember, he doesn't like music. He likes sounds. The Door Gunner Megamix is his type of tape. Certainly give you a discount if you want to play something experimental. I'm not just doing any police work. I've got the Door Gunner Megamix here. An era-defining work. Let's do 4 real. He purses his lips.
4 real is offensively low, but just as once. For the musique concrete cop.
Thanks for the discount, man. Here's the money for the boombox.
And here you go. Quality sound reproduction on the go. We'll play anything, wherever. Turn any tape into a conversation of sounds and shapes.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. Yeah, the reel-to-reel boombox of everyone's youth. A little banged up, a little chipped, and honestly not that loud either. Looks cool though. Excels at being carried on the shoulder, allowing you to play audio tape items and blast music into the face of unsuspecting strangers. Right. So, Door Gunner Megamix. Let's go. The port-to-reel is just what you need. The reel attaches to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is routed behind the magnetic reader. Play the tape. That was horrifying. You push commencer and the tape starts spinning. Violent static and machine sounds fill the air.
This isn't Revachol, a man's voice says. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
Another loud screech, some kind of machinery.
The harbor.
Kim takes out his notebook. That's the sound of a Kalvsund crane. He's right. More static.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the Apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too. Gonna rent the room, Cordy. A real nice one.
This part is unintelligible.
I don't give a shit. I'm fucking done. I'm done mentally. I'm fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it Li Shim Min style. Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
A click, then silence. The rest of the tape is empty. Lieutenant presses the button marked Arrêter on your porter reel. The tape stops spinning. What was that at the very end? Silence? End of recording. Who's this Corty? One of the other mercenaries, I think? The one he was talking to? A friend of his? What's Li Shimin? A village on the Samaran Isola in TNN. Grad committed war crimes there. The kind of thing he talks about. You think he was there? Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. Maybe Li Shimin is just merc talk for atrocity slaughter. A symbol of soldier apocalypse style conduct in a civil environment. What do you think? It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off their shortwave then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls. I agree. He also sounded inebriated. Still, Lieutenant looks at the tape. You're familiar with this look now. It's his look of suspicion. There's something more going on here than we know. Okay then, what now? I think we've got a few more questions for Claché, don't you? He looks around. This seems to contradict our testimony, at least to some degree. Maybe she was the other mercenary. Oh, and that explains why she's, like, you know, travels from place to place. Explains why she's been here so long. If she's working for Wild Pines, that would explain it all, wouldn't it? Explains why she spends so much time with the other mercenary. Why she's so good at lying. Okay. Interesting. Now, you see, there's something else we have to do. There's something else that a man of disco cannot just let go. Right up here on the stage, it's time for some karaoke. The porta reel is just what you need. The reel is attached to the apparatus for a satisfying click. The tape is routed behind the magnetic reader. Press play on the tape. You press the large button marked Commencier and the tape starts spinning. There's a small delay before the song starts playing. Press my ear against the speaker. It sounds like someone's moving in the room, getting comfortable. The organ starts playing a simple, melancholic tune echoing in the hallway. A lone singing voice joins in, telling you about the tiniest church in Saint-Cien, surrounded by even tinier yard. You almost feel the seaside mist on your skin. It's mega sad. Within seconds you know, this is the one, the real shit you've been looking for. The one you trashed your room to that Claché told you about. Perform it. A click, then silence for a bit. The tape stops spinning. Could I sing this for karaoke? I think I could sing it. Of course you could sing this. You could take sad to a whole new level with this, and you already know the lyrics since you've listened to it like a million times. Yep, they're all here. All 3 verses. And the B-side of the tape contains the instrumental version. It's like the world itself is telling you to do it. Only one obstacle stands in your way. What? Garty. You have to convince Garty to let you sing karaoke in the whirling. After you won him over, you can express yourself, let the pain out, make everyone understand. Lieutenant watches you pack up the boombox. He doesn't say anything. Lieutenant, this is important. Garty.
Hey, was there something you needed?
Garty, I need to sing karaoke now. No, you don't. It's not happening. Well, this is my way of apologizing for the trouble I've caused. Please let me say I'm sorry. If I cause him more trouble, I think we're good. It's part of my quest of self-discovery. Help me. The Whirling's not a charity or musical therapy clinic. It's a commercial establishment. You're not going to scare away the customers. Why do you even have a PA system if no one's going to use it? It's for the... He begins confidently, then stumbles on his own words. It's for no one, it's a prop. I'm not letting anyone use it after the great karaoke catastrophe of 44. What happened in 44? A lot of people got killed because some asshole wanted to sing karaoke. It's not a prop, it's for your clients, I know it's used. Okay, yes, it's for some clients, he admits reluctantly. I'm a real client, I paid my bills and I have a right to use the karaoke machine. Ah, well... He comes up with a counter-argument. We don't have any tapes, they all got stolen. He's lying, whatever, you don't really need his lame tracks. It's alright, I have my own song with me. The man in the vest and valet shirt stares at the tape you've just given him. He begins to frown hard. Fine, fine. Just climb on that stage and do your thing. Get out of my hair. He shakes the tape at you. I'll plug it in for you. Damn this karaoke machine. I'm having it uninstalled, he mumbles to himself. Oh yeah, time to do the damage. Kim, you're about to see something you never thought you would see. The stage is all set up for your performance. Feels silent. You can hear the pellets creak under your feet. You feel a little dizzy, a little unsteady, suddenly. So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel. Look, Kim, I'm going to sing karaoke. I can see that. Lieutenant steps away from the stage, ready for your performance. I'm going to put my lips against the microphone, test it. Immediately a loud feedback noise startles the room and you feel like an amateur. How are you supposed to hold the mic? Should you just sing into it? Where should you stand? Where do you put your hands? Oh no. Look around the room first. There are some people out there, but mostly a post-meridian slumber has fallen on the premises. Not super lively. It'd be wiser to perform in the evening, no? But the choice is yours. Performing in the evening will get me a bonus. I thought this was the evening. I guess it has to be after 9. Do we have anything else that increases our drama? I mean, now that I've screwed it up slightly, I don't want to do it necessarily, but I could not click the option, so you see where I was the problem there. +1 drama for the leather jacket. Okay, good to know. Do we have anything that lower... Oh, and -1 drama for that one. Sorry, just get rid of the thing. That's -1 drama for the spectacles as well. So we get a +2 drama in here. Okay. We're gonna leave it be until it's the evening. I'm sorry. But I don't want to fail. If we only have one chance, it better be a good chance, you know? Right, up the stairs. Let's have a little conversation with Claché. See what she has to say about all of her lying. I don't know. I think she's a mercenary. That's my detective brain. A spy. Let's see.
Officer, it's a fine day for questions.
Titus Hardy gave us a recording where the deceased states his intention to commit rape. She puts her coffee cup down. With a soft ring as the porcelain meets the metal table. This does not surprise her. Did he? A smile flits across her face. I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions, only that he was never bad to me. He doesn't care. If anything, she sounds amused. On this tape, he specifically identifies you as the target. Where did they get this recording exactly? It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via decryption station. It's authentic enough. She arches her brow. Does he say he's going to do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style? Those are the exact words he used. Yeah, that was practically his pickup line. She picks the cup back up. Does he say horrors a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Li Shimin style? Li Shimin was mentioned. He wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, at least didn't tell me. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived in his own little Li Shimin. It was in his everything. Why did he say things like that? Machismo? Yes, was he bragging? Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things, then integrated them into his idea of normalcy, keep on living, until they just sort of turned into his, she thinks. What's the word I'm looking for? He's quite observant about human character, trained to observe even. Did you learn this from studying Oranyazi? Oranyazi. Lit sounds psychological. People who go to university know how to use words like internalize and integrate, officer. Now what was that expression? She's still looking for it. There's more to this. She has an index in her head of pathologies and how to exploit them. I can almost see her turn the page. Right. Sort of turn into his coping mechanism. Running joke. I was going to say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lele's punchlines got way funkier than that. He was like the Seminese conflict, the Li Shimin massacre, and the 36 famine in Yisut, all rolled into one person, then cast into Oranye's ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower. When he said he was done, and done mentally, it didn't sound like a joke. It sounded like a deeply troubled man. Hold on, he said he was mentally done. That sounds like a broken man to me. Well, she smiles. Maybe I pieced him back together with my magical personality. You like this kind of stuff? We're all scraping up any happiness we can find, officer. Going around with our little scouring sticks. You, your first love, Mr. Li Shimin here. Did he tell you you had actually done any of these things here in Martinez, I mean? No, we were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed, she thinks, he seemed happy, I guess, at ease, as much a man like him could be. What kind of man was he before you go ask for details? She seems okay to talk about it. Thank you for clearing that up, miss. He turns to you. Whenever you're ready, I'm interested to hear what Artis Hardy has to say now. She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles. Now that you have time, can you tell us more about the victim? Like, for example, his name? Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely. A nickname? I guess he came from Lelystad. Is short for that. It was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use. Lelystad, that's a good start. Lieutenant writes it down in his notebook. Then tears out a page and hands it to you. We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer. The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed you. On it is a list of autopsy observations recorded neatly in blue ink. The last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh. Where is Lelystad? The place, I mean. In Orange, officer. I think it's a municipality. I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there. The Lelystad municipality has few boroughs and even fewer cities. It's made of agricultural plots near the border of Gottwald. Executive summary: cows, silos, and wheat. You were almost right, officer. Lieutenant shakes his head like you just missed a shot in the dark. That means his race was Occidental, not Monidal. I'll update the form. You were both from Orange? Yes, we were compatriots. Did that bring you together? No, he was too old for that. I'm from another part of Orangenriek, yeah. So that's got to be Riek at the end, so it's Orangenriek. Yeah, okay. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Orange, it was his bad habit. It was bad habits. No love for Mother Orange, but wasn't he a soldier? This could be worth pursuing. A military man, but not a patriot? No, he left the national service after they taught him to do what he did on Seminine. He wasn't the flag-waving kind, he was the making money, killing people kind. He was by no means a stupid man. Takes a long drag of her cigarette, then washes it down with coffee. A people person, a small platoon leader, certainly not a patriot. You don't seem like much of a patriot yourself. She hums. There is nothing on Mundi. The old world is dead and we both knew it. Maybe Orange did bring us together in loathing. I love Revachol though. She looks around, the wind in her hair. I hope she loves me too. How old was he, miss? He was 42. 42, are you sure? I would have had him above 50. He had many scars that made him appear older, but no, the memory makes her smile. We even celebrated his birthday like some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me. Looks like you are right, officer. Lieutenant taps on his notebook once, as though assigning some kind of point. I did not know this was a competition, Kim. It isn't. Police work is a cooperative sport. This is clearly sports room, something like archery or darts. It's about getting hits right and not missing. That's too pinball for me. I just like to get autopsies right on the first try. He makes another note. Where were we? He's lying. His eye color? Blue, light blue. They were like... She stops, her eyes half closed, then continues. Like little blue galaxies, you know. It was strange seeing those eyes in his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing. She takes a drag. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly, and he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all of the scarring. It was quite something watching him speak. He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth? Yes, severe. She seems to enjoy the word. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile, that and those eyes. Oh yes, Lieutenant suddenly remembers, his hair, if you can remember. It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made it oily, not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone. Kim, I said to put brilliantine on the form. Do I get a point? No, he answers dryly. But I put it down there. Okay, sure, here you go. What else are we missing, officer? He asked, trying to get the questioning back on track. He had a tattoo. What did it mean? Oh, she smiles. That. What did it represent? Do you know? It was a map of his life and the places he visited as a soldier. It was mostly for showing off the chicks, though. For showing off to chicks? How so? How? She leans back. Imagine him lying on bed, freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course, tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason. Is this Orange's lit? Is this Orange's lit? Yes, this is the very essence of Orange's lit. A moment's respite, dark and hopeless as the struggle itself. She leans even further back to demonstrate. He's smoking and drinking, of course. His chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them, maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like... She points in the air with her sharp, nailed finger, picking out an imaginary tattoo star. What was this, baby? And he says, she lowers her voice comically. That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that. And she goes, okay, what's this, baby? And he's like, oh, saw some bad shit there. Killed some lion cloths. And it goes, and so it goes. Star after star, port after port, third world country after third world country. He's done horrible things in every single one of them. You were the woman in this? Oh, yeah. She nods. Can you tell us precisely what these mean? I'm going to hand her the photo. No, thank you. She does not take it. I've seen enough of them dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them. She pours herself some more coffee. Go on. He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Orange needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer for money. He went to Killer Academy in the Red Fort. Then he killed some people on the Seminine Islands, and other islands too, all of the islands. After this he came to Revachol and got killed himself. Not a very fun story. It is when you're high. It will be very exciting then. You have the tools to deal with it. It's not a very nice story to remember when you're sober. She smiles faintly. A change of topic. Tell me something odd. Did he enjoy his death? Why do you ask? She seems unsurprised. Just a feeling I have. Indulge me. Well, it's wrong. He had too many drinks to down and too many bad things to do. Couldn't tap out just yet. Everything checks out here. It's All A-okay, good answer. We ordered a toxicology report. Any idea what that will show us? A real rainbow splattering of pharmaceuticals, I bet. She grins. Barbarates, amphetamine, sildenafil. How much does that toxicology report cost the police of Revachol? I can do it for half of that. Save you the money, make some myself. It's quite expensive, miss, but we'll manage without your help from now. We requested a semen screening for processing? Or from processing? Good for you. What do you think it will tell us? I don't know how a semen sample works, officers. How many days after intercourse does it have to be? I don't even know if he had sex with someone else. We didn't go steady. Is she avoiding anything? Technically not. See, there's something off here. This one must know she's deploying flares and countermeasures. I think we finished with this line of questioning. Alright. Lieutenant puts the slip back in his notes and observes the young woman for a moment. Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee. I think I want to try the volition. Oh wait, no. I want to try this first. Wait, stop. That man, low to beyond recognition, was 42? That's what she said, yes. Below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity of mortality, he was 42 years old? Where's this going? How old are you? That's where this is going. 45 litres of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder? You could ask either one of them. Kim, how old do you think I am? Uh-huh. Lieutenant isn't quite sure he heard you. How old do I look? Oh, how old? 58. Oh my god, that's really old, really? You asked me, he shrugs. You're probably right. That's about what I look. Actually, make that 54. He squints. Alcoholism has severely impacted your appearance. And I was wrong about the age of the deceased. Wait, this requires scientific measurements. Bring it on, I'm not afraid of the truth. To the laboratorium! Date of birth generator. Your face looks like it's 58 and your body feels like it's 60. Your mind has lived for 1 day or 100, both longer than they ought to, and the day the century, but for how long then? Has the thing attached to your sentience been walked at the Earth's crust? Time to start racking those brains of yours, Elder One. When and where were you born? That's an interesting one. 7 hours to research it. We're still 5 hours away from this wasteland of reality. Oh, okay. I want to do volition. I'm thinking I just chuck 2 points in. I could raise psych. What's weird is I could raise psych, right? And in theory, that's just going to raise volition? But that raises the total I could get, I think. Yeah, maybe. I'm going to level my volition twice. No, I'm going to put the volition stuff on, try the check, then level it, then try it, then try it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that on as well. Anything else? The little ping makes me think there has to be something that just happened there. But it might just be because I put that on. Just checking whether I have anything else. Don't think I do. Think I already checked this very recently. Let's just double check I have nothing that lowers it on. Nothing that lowers it on here. I do have more of that drug to take as well. Right. Hello.
Officer.
17. Drug up. Just heal ourselves back there. Right.
Officer.
28%.
Fine day for questions.
1 in 4. Let's go. She looks back, time moving slowly, the triangles of her face rearranging into a weary smile. Don't worry, we'll protect you from her beauty. We'll consult you through the reefs and sounds of her persona. We will see through her deceits. You are shielded. You are wise. You are advised. There are muscles on long white bones that line her limbs just below the silver jumpsuit. What's happening? Nothing. Just time passing. Don't worry. Anything out of the ordinary and you would be notified. Air moves in your windpipe. Your heart beats. You're a detective. Get back to detecting. Am I being beguiled? She presses her elbows against her waist and slowly turns her head. Her hair brushes her shoulders, making a small hissing sound, almost imperceptible. Avert my eyes. The strange moment ends. It was brief, no longer than 2.2 seconds. Okay. Blast it. Accept changes. Let's go.
Officer.
42%.
It's a fine day for questions.
2 and 5. Let's go. Hey! I don't need to do that much volition. That's not bad. Soft, light, brown eyes look back at you, directly into the space behind your eye sockets. You see smoke rise from between her painted red lips. She's beautiful. I have bad news for you. What? You know these guys? Who, me? Yeah, yes, you. He's talking about you. You boring stiff. You too. Me? What did I do? I'm merely a master thespian. These guys are compromised. She's got them singing along to her tune. The little bleeps and bloops you trust for info. You can't trust them anymore. Oh my god, that is brilliant. That is fantastic. I love that. The fact that our drama's been telling us, like, she's on the level. She's good. Everything she's saying is true, and I have just trusted it. Because the rest of the game, it's been true. What our voices in our head tells us has been what's been the reality. But it's not right. That is brilliant. Oh my god. Believe it. Which ones exactly are affected? There's no way of knowing at the moment. I'm afraid it's best to assume all of them. Bullshit, man. I ain't compromised. Especially that guy. That's the guy that's the most compromised one in here. No fucking way, man. I just want to drag that sweet menthol Ziggy. Really? Quick, tell me what's under her jumpsuit. Glory, truth, softness, protect her. She wants you. I take it back. He's got it pretty bad, but this next guy's on another level entirely. She likes you. The crown head is a boring condom. He's jealous. This is human nature. How did this happen? How it always does, through subtlety. What can I do? There's nothing you can do about it. You are how you are, and she is how she is. Things will go as they do. Can't you turn them normal again? No. What use is this then? It's better to know you're being played than to play without knowing it, is it not? Does this mean she's been lying to me? Yes, Mr. Thespian here has been singing paeans to how truthful she is. She is a lady most fair and just. In his defence, to reduce him to such inadequacy, she probably had to employ half-truths more often than outright lies. That is correct, and omissions too. Can I trust that guy? A little. They're all still of limited use, interpreting things to the best of their ability. Maybe they add flair or something? I wouldn't know. I don't add flair. But when it comes to assessments of character and factual accuracy, they are not to be trusted. Not with her. Can I trust any of them ever again? Don't be melodramatic. You can trust them, just not with Miss Orange Disco Dancer here. A light green speck, an imperfection on the outer rim of her right iris. It sparkles. What's her plan? You can't draw a sound conclusion. The one who usually does says, she may not want to control the information rollout, not to become a suspect. She may have a past she's escaping unrelated to this case. You doubt something truly insidious. See, it's oddly moderate, probably compromised. I've been talking to myself long enough. Let's get back to it. Don't worry. It's only been about 4 or 5 seconds. You've got this. Miss, are you manipulating me? The silence broken. She exhales a little cloud of smoke and says, God, no. Brilliant. Okay, let's ask about the assault. No, I'm just seeing if anything else opened. Your room? Where's that door lead to? I have no idea, officer. She looks at it calmly. Oh. That is, like, I'm actually mind blown at that moment. That is so good. The voices that tell you, the little hints, the little bits that just add character to the game are lying to you. Like that's just it's such an interesting concept. It's like the entire game, like the game doesn't have that many mechanics. Like it's fairly straightforward, but it's a twist, and it's something that I didn't see coming. Was that actually we can't trust what the game is telling us anymore, and that puts it into a different level. So we're being told she is being fair and just. Now we have to go, But is that only because we think she is being fair and just and we're biased? Like, oh, okay. I like that. I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.